Hey guys, it's Sarah Kozad, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Gmail. Um, this is my Gmail inbox, and as you can see, it's very clean and neat. It's not cluttered with messages, and I can see what's coming in. There's a lot of times when I talk to someone and I'm like, "Hey, did you get the email that I sent over?" Or, "Hey, did you see this email that came from this certain spot?" And they tell me that probably they got it, but they haven't seen it because honestly they can't find anything in their inbox. So, and it can be kind of stressful if you're looking at an email inbox that looks like this. When you log in, there's all these emails, you're trying to sort through and find a certain one that was sent over because someone says, "Hey, I sent you an email." And it can take up a lot of your time, and it doesn't have to. So I'm going to show you how you can, with just a few easy steps, get an email box that looks like this, and be able to catch the emails that are coming in that you actually need to read. Now, I'm going to start off over here. And for the first step, I'm going to show you how you can select a filter to filter out a message if, when it comes into your inbox, you want it to be moved over to one of the folders like I have set up over here. And really simple, all you have to do is select the email, come over to More Actions, and say Filter Messages Like These. Now what we're going to choose, at least for this, is I'm going to say any emails that come from this email address. I'm going to hit Next Step, and I'm going to tell it what I want it to do with the email. I want it to skip the inbox, and I also want to apply a label, which is what it's going to give us, those little labeled folders on the left hand side. And I'm going to choose New Label, and I'm going to name this one Tammy. So that way I know that all of the messages under that label are from Tammy. I'm also going to apply it to the 7 conversations below. And what this does is basically any other conversations in your inbox from that same email address, it's going to go ahead and apply it and move it over when you select to create this filter. Another option that you can do is mark as read. That way it just automatically shows that it's been read. But I like to leave that unchecked so when it comes in, I can see if I have a new one. And create the filter. Okay, now if I go back to my inbox, we can see that it's taken Tammy's message out of my inbox, and along with all of her other messages, and put them over here under this label of Tammy. And it shows that I have 7. So if you do this and you've selected a few and you don't want it to show that it's showing that there's unread messages in that box, you can select all and choose More Actions and mark as read. So now if you come back over to your inbox and you look over here, anytime Tammy sends a new message, I'll know because it's going to bold and kind of look like drafts up here where it shows how many messages are in that folder. Now, if you are looking at your inbox and you have anywhere near 48,000 like this one, or even if you have 1,000, you're not probably going to want to spend the time to go through and singly go through those, separate out into folders. You can with the main ones that you know you're going to use if you have the time, but if you don't have the time, which many of us don't, what you can do is select this box up here. Now you can see there's now a link here, and again, if it's not selected, that link disappears. So you select that link here to select all of these 50 emails, and instead of going through page by page to move them out of your inbox, you can select all 62,827 messages that I have in my inbox right now. And then we're going to choose Move To, and you can either create a new folder like Unsorted Mail or whatever you choose. I usually just suggest you go down to, I don't use Work folder for anything else, so I'm just going to throw them all into there. And I'm going to say OK. Now what this is going to do is clear out our inbox instantly. It's going to move all those folders over to the work folder, and that will allow you to keep them because you probably do have emails in there in your inbox that you need to keep. But if you're trying to go through 48,000 or even 1,000, it can take up too much of your time to actually go through and sort through and find the ones that you need to keep. So if you're not wanting to delete them all because you do have some in there that you need to keep, and you want to be able to search and use the search option up here to search for them later, then you can just move them over to another folder, and it'll clear off your inbox. So if I come back to my inbox, which this is probably going to take a little bit of time since there were so many messages, so I'm actually going to come back over here. And you can see here I've gotten a new email, and it comes in. And on this one, it's going to allow me pretty easily to be able to determine, do I need to read this? Is it something that I need to, give some attention to right now? Do I need to come back to it later? Things like that. Now I'm going to show you, if you come to labels, how to manage your folders over here on the left-hand side. Because I have, let me scroll down. I have 41 more folders, and those are folders that I want to be able to see them at some point, and I want them to be separated into that, but it's not going to require any immediate attention. And then I have folders that are shown because I do want to know if one of these emails come through, but I still want it to be set to the side in case it doesn't need attention right away, and I can finish what I'm doing and then come back to it. So if you come down, see here are our labels, and you can either show all or hide all. So if you don't want any folders showing, you want to just be able to go to more, then you can hide all, or you can individually select the options on them and choose individually which ones you want to show and which ones you want to hide. Whatever is bold is what is selected. So this one is hidden. If I want to show it, I just hit show, and then it'll show that label on the list here. So I'm going to check. Yep, here we go. This one has finished, and you can see now that the inbox is cleared. If I go down to more, under my work folder, there are all those emails, but I don't have to look at them when I first come into my inbox. And if I do need to get to one of those, they're still there. And I have my folders here that if I do get an email that comes in, I'll be able to know that it's there and decide when would be the good time to go and check it out. So hopefully this will help you guys get your inbox under control a little bit if that was an issue. And definitely if you have any questions, you can always let me know. Thanks guys, and I will see you next time.